Yo, 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 friends and family, what it do? Yours truly, Joe Chet, back with the 7th episode of the first season of the Socialpreneurship podcast. You know what today is. Today is Tuesday, June 15th, and we are getting into Tech Tuesday. Bang, cue intro. I'm kidding, but the intro is actually coming super soon. Of course, you guys know, you guys have been watching the past 8 episodes from season 0, episode 1, all the way through up until now. So you guys know that I'm just going to keep pumping out this content 5 days a week, every weekday, day after day, month after month. And every day, every week, we're just going to keep upgrading. We're going to keep learning. We're going to keep experiencing. We're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to keep networking with people. Because I'm documenting my journey from zero to hero. I'm not going to be a hero, but I'm going to take you guys along the way and not cut anything out, not leave any of the raw footage out. I'm literally just here to talk to you guys, to share my opinions, to educate you guys on what I know, to make you guys more aware on the things that I've become more aware on and the things that have opened my eyes. And yeah, so let's get into it, all right? Tech Tuesday, of course, we're going to be breaking down cryptocurrency terms, blockchain terms, some financial knowledge. We're going to be taking facets of the world and we're going to be breaking them down. So today, without further ado, the world, the future, will be decentralized. So what does decentralized mean, number one? And what does that actually do? Like, what is that going to do for our world? How is that going to change our lives? And how is that going to change other people's lives? Maybe in a third world country, in a second world country, something along those lines. So decentralization is when you take the power away from the government and give it to a subsidiary. Just somebody, it's decentralized. Nobody has controls over it, and we all can view it. So all the information is stored on a public note called the blockchain, basically. And so every transaction ever that's been with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with Polkadot, with Cardano, with Kusama, with PancakeSwap, any cryptocurrency is built on a blockchain. Unless you're talking about the digital yuan by China, which it is built on a blockchain, but it's built on a centralized blockchain built by the Chinese government. See, Bitcoin's blockchain is available for anybody in the world. Me, you, our lawyers, our judges, our governments, people younger than us, people older than us, people smarter than us, people dumber than us. Anybody can view the blockchain, so it is the perfect place to store information, okay? So let's say I live in Costa Rica I don't know, just for sake. I live in Costa Rica and I have land. And for some reason, I am displaced from my land. I have to pack up all my things and me and my family have to leave. I'm gone from the land that I have owned for 2-3 years because of something that happened in Costa Rica that displaced my family. Of course, Costa Rica probably has land deeds, something along those lines, but let's say they didn't. Let's say that I had a piece of paper, just a piece of paper, and it said that I owned this land. And then I come back to my land that I own 3 years later, and another family is there with a similar piece of paper saying that they own the land. What can we do now? Of course, there's going to be a whole bunch of issues. We're going to have to go to court. We're going to have to deal with it. But the power of decentralized finance and keeping intellectual property on blockchain would provide the solution for this. Because if all of the information on the home being purchased, on the home being sold, on who the home owns, if it is all located on a decentralized blockchain, there's no argument. There's no saying, oh, I owned this before you did, but you bought it and I never sold it to you. There can't be any comparison like that because it's just there. We can see that the first Bitcoin transaction was made in 2009, and we can see for how much Bitcoin was sent. And of course it's anonymous as well because it's only linked to your address. It's not linked to your name. It's not linked to your home address. It's linked to your Bitcoin wallet address. So all you need to prove is that you were the one that sent it, that from your address. your address to whoever owned it before, and it is on the blockchain, available for anybody, anywhere in the world, at any time. That's the simple power of decentralized finance, okay? Taking it a step further, we can bring all of these facets of life to every single human being on the planet. Of course, that example that I just just explained, wouldn't really be relevant for us in the United States, because we have all of our documentation, we wouldn't lose land deeds. That's all locked up in our databases in the United States. But what happens if somebody takes over the government of the United States? Somebody overthrows it. There's a monarchy that's brought in, a dictatorship that's brought in. All of that information is theirs, is that powers, okay? Because it's owned by the government. That is what centralized finance is. Everything is run and mediated through the government. And that is why we need to break away from that. Because our lives aren't run by the government anymore. They aren't run by the people that own the land that we live on. We are in a world where the internet has exploded our knowledge and awareness, and we are now connected with every single human being on the planet. Through our phones, through Wi-Fi, through literally anything and everything on the planet. And it's really just that. It's really just that simple. And the power of decentralization will not just help people of Costa Rica. It'll help people in Pakistan. It'll help people in Afghanistan. It'll help people in Thailand. It'll help people all across the world, because we're not only going to give them the information, the blockchain databases that they need to store their information for their homes they buy, but we're going to include every single facet of centralized finance. We are going to be able to connect people in Pakistan with lenders, money lenders from all over the world. We're going to be able to connect people from in Somalia who might have wealth, who might not have the opportunity to spread it. We're going to be able to provide them to be able to be a or to be a lender and to be able to lend their money out to people who need it anywhere in the world. And through these Ethereum smart contracts, and kind of the way that Ethereum upgraded the Bitcoin network, because of course, going back to our first Tech Tuesday, Bitcoin is just a peer-to-peer networking platform, okay? We can only send each other Bitcoin. I can send you some Bitcoin, you can send me some Bitcoin. In the blockchain, there is that transaction record of me sending you that Bitcoin. But now we can take it a step further with Ethereum, and this is how the world is actually going to change, because Ethereum, instead of just saying that you send Ethereum here and that's it. Once you click send, it just sends. It doesn't matter if it's a real wallet, if it's accepted, if it's whatever it is, it's just sent. But Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, introduced what is called a smart contract. And this basically eliminates lawyers. It eliminates courts. It eliminates everything else, because it ensures it is an AI verification system that makes sure that what you're doing is what you want to be doing. You're sending your money to the correct person. The person accepts the money and everything along those lines. And within smart contracts, you can build into the technology in smart contracts certain parameters as well, okay? So you can do term agreements for how long this money is going to be loaned. You can do all sorts of things, of course, and I always encourage you to do your own research, because of course I gather so much information, I watch so many videos, I do so much stuff, and I want you to do the same, because that is the only way you actually learn, okay? You probably didn't even know Vitalik Buterin was the creator of Ethereum, and you probably don't know who he is, but dude was 19 years old in 2015 and created Ethereum. He took the concepts of Bitcoin and just created it into something more applicable and more real and more just truly more applicable. When you bring these smart contracts, they can fight in court for you, because it is proof. It is living proof that transaction, that agreement, that contract happened. And there's certain terms that are laid out within these smart contracts that provide you with the knowledge that you know it's true. Of course, And there's not just Bitcoin, there's not just Ethereum. These are just two complete base networks, basically. Bitcoin isn't even a base network, but Ethereum basically can be built on, okay? So there's projects like Chainlink, literally the forefront of a DeFi, decentralized finance space. There's Curve. There's hundreds of decentralized finance projects that are all working on small parts of the decentralized finance ecosystem. So there are projects working on connecting lenders and creating groups of lenders and mass amounts of money so that we can take all of this money and create opportunity for others. There's other networks and blockchains working on connecting the real estate market and connecting international real estate with one another and creating that like kind of flow between national and international real estate and tax situations and everything along those lines. So before I let you guys go, I know I just rambled literally a lot. Of course, I get up here, it's super raw content. I've just literally researched these couple things over the past couple days, and I've been learning these things over the past months through the trading academy I'm in. So if you guys want to learn and get the info that I'm getting and that I'm using to do my own research, definitely hit me up. Of course, it's socialpreneurshipmedia@gmail.com or just at socialpreneurship on Instagram. I appreciate you guys so much for coming in here and listening to me talk. And just remember that the future is decentralized, and now America, we are on a whole even playing field with the rest of the world. When it comes to the economy, when it comes to growth prospect, when it comes to prosperity, because now our economies are intertwined. Our economies are now shifting away from America's superpower. 55% of the global economy is in the American market cap, which of course is a great thing for America, but it's not a great thing for the world. So we're creating decentralized financial networks to intertwine and connect the entire world, and we're gonna do it no matter if America, if Somalia, if Iran, if Pakistan, we don't care if anybody's on our side, okay? Because we're gonna create the space that we know is needed for the entire world to succeed and prosper. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow for Marketing Monday. Get super hyped for this Thursday. We have a great video with Daniel coming up, and then I'm bringing on a really cool guest, one of my OG Instagram homies. His Instagram absolutely exploded over the past couple months. He's surpassed me in follower amount. This dude now has 70,000 followers. Of course, I have 3,500. We started our pages at the same time pretty much. But of course, I've gone down different paths and grinded, and he's kept working and kept grinding in the niche that we originally started in. So I'm really excited to bring him on, get his inputs, thoughts on social entrepreneurship and how entrepreneurship impacts lives and how we individually as entrepreneurs are impacting lives. So of course, it's always out of education, awareness, and to make you guys more motivated and feel more comfortable to go out there and get the success that you've been waiting for. So thank you guys again so much for listening. I'll say it 500 times again. The 500th episode will be crazy. So this was just episode 7 of season 1, episode 8 overall. Peace.